What is up, guys? This is Mayo Jones, big from Big Fans, back at it with another NFL record prediction. And this time, I'll give you my NFL record predictions for the New York Giants in 2021, giving you my thoughts on which a good matchup for the Giants and which matchup is a bad matchup for the Giants. So, before I give you my record predictions for the New York Giants in 2021, make sure you do if you just put the thumbs up just to like the video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more options, and also don't forget to comment down your opinion below on what you think your record prediction for the New York Giants is. Do you think they're going to regress this year? Do you think they're going to miss the playoffs? Do you think they're going to win the division? I mean, just let me know in the comments below on what you think. So anyways, we're going to get started with this. So week 1, the Giants kick it off with the Denver Broncos. You know what? I feel like this game can go either way though, because I kind of feel like that that the Giants the Broncos have a really great defense, which they pretty much upgraded, but they're weak. But the Broncos are weak at the quarterback position. I mean, I don't know who the quarterback is, right? It's gonna be Teddy Bridgewater or Drew Lock. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna go with the Giants here because I just think they're the better team. And I just think they have the better quarterback, which they're more stable at it. So, yeah, and they're at home. I mean, I'm hoping it is not Aaron Rodgers or Deshaun Watson, because that can totally change my mind. But if it's Aaron Rodgers or Deshaun Watson, then the Broncos win this game. So, yeah, that's why I think the Giants will win, but I think it will be close, though. Next game, they have to play against the Washington football team. Obviously, I have you guys splitting with the Washington. So I think you lose the first game versus Washington. Then I think you win the second game versus Washington because the Giants and Washington football team, they just both own each other. I mean, yeah, but you know what? The Giants defense is really not as good as Washington's defense. So yeah, that's why I have Washington splitting with you guys. Next game that they have to play against the Falcons. Obviously, this game can barely go either way though because it's Matt Ryan versus Daniel Jones, but you know what? I just don't think the Falcons are going to be very good this year because their offense got a lot worse because they lost Julio, and their defense is not as good. But you know what? I think the Giants are going to win this game because I just think they're the better team, and I just really think they have the weapons on offense, to expose that Falcons young secondary, which is not good. And I feel like Saquon is going to have a good game, so I feel like he's going to run all over that Falcons defense, which is not as great. So I think it will be closer though than we think. But I think the Giants find a way to win. Next game they have to play versus Saints. Now this is another interesting game though. Now I feel like this game can barely go either way though. Now I can barely pick towards the Saints, but it can go either way though because the Saints, lost Drew Brees, and I feel like they will take a step back this year because of that. So yeah, but you know what? I feel like it's gonna be closer though. But you know what? I'm gonna go with the Saints because I just think the Saints, what they can do offensively, I think they can find a way to control the clock in this game. And I think they have a really great offensive line and defensive line, which I think they can really find a way to slow down Saquon in that rushing attack. And also, I think the Saints, I think they can find a way to control the clock, and I think they should be able to move the ball. As long as Jameis Winston has time, then I think he can find a way to, pick apart that Giants secondary. And so yeah. But the Giants, I don't really think they have much of a pass rush to slow down Alvin Kamara. So I think Alvin Kamara will have a big game. So yeah, that's why I think the Saints win. Next game they have to play versus the Cowboys. Obviously, I have you guys playing with the Cowboys. So I think you lose the first game versus the Cowboys because, the Cowboys are the better team and they have the better quarterback and better coach, and they're at home. So that's why I think the Cowboys win. And now they got to play the Cowboys week 15 Now I think the Giants will win this game, and the reason why is that the Giants sometimes own the Cowboys, but I feel like the Cowboys always own the Giants. So yeah, I mean that's the reason why the Giants are gonna split with the Cowboys. Next game, they have to play versus the Rams. Obviously, I feel like this game right here can go either way though. But you know what? I'm gonna lead towards the Rams because I just believe the Rams are just the better team. They have the better quarterback. They have the better coach. I mean, yeah. And I just feel like that the Rams defense is gonna find a way to give Daniel Jones some fits. I mean, we can and give Saquon. They can find a way to slow down Saquon that rushing attack. And I think they have the secondary to shut down the Giants receivers. I mean, I don't really know they have enough corners to do that. So yeah, so I think the Rams are gonna find a way to win this game, but I think it will be a close one and it will be a high scoring game. So yeah. Next game they have to play versus the Panthers. Obviously, I feel like this game here is gonna be very interesting. But I think this game can go either way though, because the Panthers, they seem like a talented team, because the Panthers, have a really good receiving core. They have a really good rushing attack. They have a great defensive line and great secondary. Now, I want to see the Panthers win this game, but I'm going to lean towards the Giants because I just think they're the better team and they have the better. I mean, they're at home, so yeah. And I just think that the Giants, I think they have the secondary, to cover the Panthers receivers. So yeah. So that's why I think the Giants find a way to win this game. But I think it's going to be close, though. But I think the Giants will win by a field goal. Next game, they have to play versus the Chiefs on Monday night. Obviously, I have the Chiefs winning this game because, the Chiefs are just the better team. They're at home. They have the better quarterback. I mean, yeah. Sorry. I mean, Chiefs, I just feel like, there's no question that. So that's why the Chiefs win. All right, next game, they have to play versus the Raiders. Now, this game right here is going to be very interesting. It can go either way, but I don't know what to choose from. I can see the Raiders win this game because Derek Carr is the best quarterback in the game. But you know what? I just don't think the Raiders are really good this year, so I'm going to lean towards the Giants because I just think the Giants are the better team. And I feel like that the weapons on offense for the Giants, I feel like it's going to expose that Raiders defense and expose that Raiders young secondary, which is really not that good. So I feel like Kenny Galladay, Kadarius Toney, John Ross, Sterling Shepard, Darius Slade, Evan Ingram, Kyle Rudolph. The Giants offense is going to have a big game that day, and I feel like Daniel Jones is going to get Derek Carr challenge. But I think it's going to be close, though, because the Raiders can barely pull off an upset, but I just have the Giants winning. And I also have the corners, to cover the Raiders' pass catchers. So, yeah. But I feel like it's going to be a high-scoring shootout game, but I think the Giants will win. Then they get a bye week, week 10. Then after the bye week, they have to play the Super Bowl champions, the Buccaneers, on Monday Night Football. Obviously, this is the game where the Giants almost won, but they blew it. But I'm leaning towards the Buccaneers because the Buccaneers is the better team. They have the better quarterback. They're at home. It's just Super Bowl champs. Yeah. So I feel like the defense is going to give Daniel Jones a tough time in this game. So, yeah. But I feel like it could be closer, but I think the Giants will win. But I think the Bucs will win. So, yeah. Next game, they have to play versus the Eagles. Obviously, I have you guys, the Giants beating the Eagles because I just think the Eagles are just the better team. Because I just don't think the Eagles are going to be very good this year because, the Eagles, they're going to be one of the worst teams in the league coming into 2021. But I also have the Eagles splitting with the Giants because, the Eagles always been owning the Giants for years. So, yeah, that's why I just think, the Giants and Eagles split with each other. Now, next game, they have to play versus the Dolphins. I think I said in Dolphinsville that the Giants will win, but I don't know. That can totally change my mind. This is hard to say. You know what? I'm gonna come back to that one. Next game they have to play versus the Chargers. Obviously, I have the Chargers winning because Justin Herbert's a baller, and I feel like he's gonna give Daniel Jones a challenge. And also, the Chargers are very talented. They have a really great offensive line, and they can really, really expose and block the Giants' defensive front, which is really not great. So yeah, but I don't know if the Chargers have enough corners to cover the Giants' receivers. So yeah. And I don't know if they have much of a pass rush, to slow down Saquon. But I think they do a little bit. So yeah. So I think it's gonna be very close though, but I have the Chargers winning. Now they have to play versus the Bears on Saturday. Now this game right here can go either way though. Now the Bears are deciding who their quarterback is because I'm hoping it's not Andy Dalton, because if it's Andy Dalton, I'm leaning towards the Giants. Then if it's Justin Fields, I could lean towards the Bears. I don't really know. This can go either way, and this is tough. You know what? I'm gonna say the Bears win. I just don't know why. I mean, I just think the Bears defense is very loaded, and I think they're gonna find a way to slow down Saquon. And I think that Justin Fields is gonna have a big game, and I think he's gonna pick apart that Giants defense. Yeah. So I think the Bears find a way to win this game, but I think it's gonna be close though. I think they win by a touchdown or a field goal. Now I'm looking towards back the Dolphins game. Could they win or lose? But you know what? Both, rookies. I mean, both teams are both surrounded by young quarterbacks with weapons though. But I don't really know who's the better quarterback. Now this is very tough. I want to lean towards the Dolphins because it's in Miami though, and weird things happen. But you know what? I'm gonna lean towards the Giants because I just think the Giants are just the better team. I just feel like the Giants are a better version than the Dolphins. So yeah, and I just feel like that Daniel Jones is gonna give Tua a challenge in this game. So yeah, and they also have the corners, to cover the Dolphins receivers of Jalen Waddle and Will Fuller, and I think. So yeah, but I think it's gonna be super close, and it's gonna be a shootout, high-scoring game. And I know it's in Miami, but I feel like the Giants will win, in my opinion. So overall, I have the Giants at 8-9. Three in their division at 7, 5-7 in their conference, 7-1 at home, 1-8 away. That's just pretty good. But now when you look at the Giants' schedule, you can tell their schedule is pretty tough because they have to play the Broncos. They play against Washington twice. They play, this the Saints. They play the Cowboys twice. They play the Rams. They play the Chiefs. They play the Super Bowl champions, the Buccaneers. They play the Eagles twice. They play the Dolphins. They play the Chargers. They play the Bears. When you look at the schedule, this is a very tough schedule. So I kind of had them below Washington at this point because this is a brutal schedule. But I kind of feel like that the Giants' defense is not as good as Washington and it's not as good as the Cowboys. But I just kind of feel like I want to give the Giants a win here so they can have a good record. But I don't know if I can. But can I just give them a win versus the Bears? I don't know. This is tough. I want to give them a win, but nah. I'm probably going to stay at that. I don't really know about the Giants. I'm hope I'm wrong on this, but I don't know. Because I don't really think the Giants defense is that special anyway. So I kind of feel like this is a down year for the Giants. And also, they play a first place schedule because they got to play the Chiefs and the Bucks. They got to play the Chiefs. They got to play the Bucks. They got to play the Rams. Yeah. those are some tough tests. So I feel like this schedule is very hard. I mean, the Giants can easily disappoint me though. And Daniel Jones could be a breakout candidate, but I wouldn't be surprised if they make that if he could. But they could make the jump in the playoff territory, but I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, that's how I see it for the Giants. So yeah, just let me know in the comments below about what you think about the Giants. Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? I mean, just let me know in the comment section below on what you think your prediction for the Giants is like. If you disagree, just let me know. Alright guys, it's Emmanuel Jones from the Big Fan. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.